now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you all been waiting for. Brothers and commentators watching around the world, this is your main event of the evening. Believe the hype, it's time to fight. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Please welcome Thomas Symon.
The first fighter making his way to the cage at the moment, as we speak, is Thomas Symon.
Yeah, Thomas Symon fighting our team Akurei is the fourth fighter from theirs on the show tonight. Plenty of guys to train with of a phenomenal caliber. This guy will be a good striker, great jiu-jitsu, perfectly well-rounded. He stands 6 feet tall, 24 years old, had no problem making the 84 kilo middleweight limit out.
You know, we've been very impressed with Team Akurei tonight. There's been some very spectacular performances from all their guys. Obviously a very high quality gym, putting out very high quality fighters.
Yeah, and like you said, when you've got four guys getting ready to peak at the same time, you know, you've got tough training partners of a similar weight class across the board. You know, decent K1 fighters, guys preparing for their AME debuts. It's enough for you to have some real confidence that you're getting the quality of training that you need coming into a middleweight title fight.
Iron sharpens iron, Rich.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, Chadburn.
21-year-old guy, 5'9", makes his debut straight into a title fight. Very well supported, very well thought of. Really interested to see what he can do against a guy like Thomas Symon from Team Akurei. There is a small height advantage sitting with the Akurei fighter in Symon. Sort of 3 inches in it. You notice it in the striking as well, but very keen to see how this main event plays out.
And certainly we must say again, this is for the middleweight combat challenge title, so there's a lot on the line here. Both these guys know it. Having said that, Symon in the cage looks relaxed.
Listen to that roar.
Virtually 3/4 of the crowd are on their feet right at the moment. It's safe to say Jay Chadburn is a popular fighter, Rich.
Yeah, that's it's safe to say that. I think how he's got a good team behind him in Alliance as well, and I think Thomas Symon's got a fight on his hands here.
Indeed, but you can't bring your fans into the cage with you, Rich.
No, but they can certainly stand around the outside shouting for you.
It's just as well because they wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, the amount of support you bring with you is helpful to your performance. There's no getting away from it. But the beauty of MMA, of course, is that once that cage door closes, it's just mano-y-mano.
Yeah, that's right. 2 minutes, and one man leaves, and later on the other guy leaves.
And then the referee
Jay Chadburn making his way in. As soon as get this fight underway.
The following bout is brought to you in association with Texas Superstores and Iceland Bradford. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next fight is involved with 3-minute rounds and the amateur mixed martial arts rules, and it's for the Combat Challenge Middleweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands at 6 foot tall. He went in at 84 kilograms, representing Team Akurei, Thomas Symon. Now his opponents fighting standing across the cage, fighting out of the right corner. He went in at 84 kilograms, at a height of 5'9", representing Alliance Cedar.
Right, taking him into the centre at the moment. Thomas Symon in the black X-Guard shorts, Jay Chadburn in the Ballet Judo shorts, bad boy. giving the final touch gloves back to the corners, and we're about to get underway.
And the atmosphere in this building cannot be described, Rich. It is absolutely electric for this middleweight clash.
This is phenomenal. These guys have both got so much support, but you can barely even hear it when it's
Chadburn coming in aggressive early.
Straight under that.
Nice knee from Symon on the exit.
Both guys not really giving each other a lot of time to think, kind of quite content to come forward and start this one fast and start it furious.
I think the feeling out process is over.
Yeah, it looks like both guys have found their range with both kicks and punches.
Chadburn, the more aggressive fighter so far.
Yeah, certainly.
Symon definitely not backing up.
He's controlling the centre of the cage really well, is Symon. He's not really giving a lot of room to Chadburn, but Chadburn, when he walks forward and puts some shots together, he's got big, powerful legs. You know, you can see the power in them kicks when he throws them. Good low kick from Tom Symon there. Nice jab as well, working well. Chadburn getting behind his right hand. Good hook from both fighters. Couple of good shots there from Symon.
A kick perhaps mistimed by Symon. Chadburn has capitalised.
Scrambled over him, looking to establish a position. Very difficult, and these guys are scrambling at this sort of pace. I mean, they're both fast, strong guys. It's actually
Chadburn
hard to
really is winging huge punches.
It's massive power from that fella. Massive right hand
Symon,
there.
to his credit, is covering up nicely and countering very, very effectively.
Yeah, Symon's hitting them nice 1-2s when he's in. He's hitting that sort of right hand left hook as well, and just making the shots count. Mouse under the eye of Chadburn already from the left hooks of Thomas Symon. Both guys have to respect each other's power here. These both guys can both bang.
And neither of them afraid to stay in the pocket, Rich.
Yeah, that's it. They're quite happy trained against the cages, so... lovely straight left from Tom Symon there. Eats a couple on the way back, but defending well. Chadburn pushing the pace here, forced up against the cage. Nice right hook over the top.
Symon's technical striking is maybe the edge over Chadburn, who has the power.
Yeah, but
and that was a
fantastic
clean
left
shot to
hook
the
there,
jaw.
going right on the chin. Forced Symon to go down for a low level.
Symon, though, unfazed currently.
Eats a couple of knees in that exchange there, and Chadburn straight on him, giving him no room to breathe. Getting really behind that right hand. Ate a right hand of his own though.
And this is a real scrap now, Rich.
Knees flying from Jay Chadburn in there. Hand him to the body, to the head. Symon's standing up really well, but I think this might be it.
The referee's very close. Very close indeed. Symon going for the arm there. That could just have bought him enough time.
Yeah, Symon defending really well there from the guard as well, like keeping his feet very, very high.
I think the ref could not have been closer at that point. The ref was standing right over.
Yeah, Brad having a good look there to make sure.
Symon
10 seconds to go.
Needs to get 10 seconds to survive this round.
I think Symon will be glad to see this round end.
He's still firing back, Rich. He's taking big shots.
That's not the end of the fight, that's just the end of the round. Everyone on their feet thinking that it's over.
And there's a little bit of
confusion, but it's actually perfectly viable.
Talk about to the wire. Symon was eating some big shots on the ground. The referee just called Symon that round just in time, I think.
Keeping a real close eye on it there was Brad, making sure that the stoppage would be legitimate. With so few time left in the clock, just really making sure that there wasn't a couple of extra punches thrown to finish the fight, but saved by the bell.
What you got to remember, Rich, this is for a belt. So what we need is a clear decision, a clear win, and any kind of controversy would be no good for either of these guys. They need to know if they're winning the belt that they actually won it.
Yeah, there doesn't want to be the stoppage there was close as well for Chadburn. 5 more seconds, I think we'd have seen the end of the fight, but
I mean, credit to Symon, the chin on the lad is quite magnificent because he's eaten some massive shots. And yes, he dropped a couple of times, but he looks a little bit wobbly on his feet, but he's game.
He does, he still wants it. I'd expect Jay Chadburn to be flying in here and looking to continue where he left off.
But can Symon capitalise if Chadburn does decide to be reckless with his striking? That's what I wonder.
See that Chadburn's just pushing it now, just constantly forcing it forward. And I think Symon probably does want this on the floor now. He looked like he had a very solid ground game. Not to say stand-up's anything to be sneered at.
Simon's counter-punching is probably the story of his side of the fight.
Yeah, he's landing good punches when he gets the opportunity. He's got that nice hook, but there's just so much power from Chadburn.
a
fantastic takedown by Thomas Symon. Looking to make Chadburn pay for that flurry in the end of the first round.
And this serves two purposes. It gets the fight back onto Symon's level, and it also allows him to score some points in the eyes of the judges.
Yeah, that's right, because that was a very, very strong round for Chadburn in the first round.
And perhaps, Rich, it gives him a little bit of a breather to get his head back together again after that punishing first round.
Yeah, and you can't underestimate how much he needs that bit of time. He's landing some great ground and pound there on Jay.
Chadburn has
scrambled and reversed.
It is deafening in here, Rich. I can barely hear you talk.
Yeah, it's crowds encroaching on the cage, just almost standing shoulder to shoulder with the officials at the moment.
It's all in good humour, but the officials are having to just corral some of the
create a little bit of space
away from the cage.
Yeah, tempers are high in here at the moment. The guys are invested in this fight.
Absolutely.
And not just the fighters. Pace slowed down just slightly, which is
not unsurprising.
Yeah, not to be surprised at all. Sort of breakneck pace of that first sort of 5 minutes of the fight. The first round, the first 2 minutes of this has been phenomenal.
There is big breast there from Chadburn as he stands up, and also from Symon to give credit.
Tired as well. Like both these fighters looking pretty exhausted. They've given it their all for the first 5 minutes, and a lovely body shot from Chadburn there, laying on the pressure now. But Symon's still fighting his way out of it.
Symon's defending well. He's ducking and weaving. A lot of these shots are missing, Rich, but the ones that hit really hurt.
Lucky to have avoided that shot.
Excellent head movement there from Symon, even in his currently reasonably dazed state. But he's crumpling again. He's back down. Can Chadburn finish him here?
He's got a strong mount position at the moment, looking to really make a statement in the closing of this second round. Symon got the overhook on the arm there just to slow him down slightly. He's in the full mount, but I don't know if he's got enough to finish it with 15 seconds remaining.
Chadburn looks exhausted.
Both fighters have given it their all in this second round. Chadburn not even really got the energy to throw much in the way of punches right now, but
I think he's going to be content to sit this out in a dominant position.
Yeah, I think so. Finish that second round strong and give Symon a chance to.
Fantastic round. Another fantastic round from both fighters. And the fact that Symon came through another 5 minutes after the battering he took at the first round is a testament to his chin and to his heart.
He just needs to get back to that stool now and take that minute to recover, because both these guys are absolutely exhausted.
I've got a feeling that this third and final round is going to be a war of attrition, Rich.
Yeah, it's a good chance that whoever gets the first take on this either finishes the fight, or in Jay Chadburn's case, if he gets the top position, I think there's a good chance he will just try and sit out this final round.
And absolutely right to do so as well. Symon's proved himself to be dangerous on the feet, especially in the counter-punching mode. Even when Chadburn thinks that he's winging those shots in, Symon's ducking and weaving, and he's counter-punching off the back of it.
He's covering really well, is Thomas Symon. He's using his elbows to cover his head effectively, but he's moving enough to let the ref know that he's still in this fight. You know, Brad is standing here very, very close, making sure, but it's tight, to say the least.
It's go time. It's the last 5 minutes. This is for that middleweight strap. Let's see who wants it more. Who's got the most left in the tank and in the chin to bring that belt home?
Just 3 minutes for the strap. This is it. Last 3 minutes now. Jay Chadburn looking visibly exhausted.
Hands on his hips. But again, taking nothing away from either of these fighters, this is a punishing pace.
Oh, the pace
the amount of damage sustained, obviously, by both fighters has been not inconsiderable.
As you need the pace to slow down slightly here. I can imagine big shots coming from Chadburn, probably.
Oh, a head kick.
Lovely head kick from Thomas Symon there. Symon looking to really push this night.
Oh,
he's going to have to finish this fight. He's going to have to finish this, because those first two rounds clearly belong to Chadburn.
Symon's technical striking once again seems to be paying off. He's getting that jab in Chadburn's face. He's snapping his head back, and that straight left's there as well.
He's opened a small cut on the right eye of Chadburn as well, but he's going to have to finish this fight. He's going to have to finish it, and Chadburn is not going to make that easy for him. Lovely takedown there by Thomas Symon. Pressure on, and
beautiful takedown, but he's going to have to watch himself. He doesn't get reversed like in the last round.
That's right. He's got 2 minutes to work, so he has time to finish this fight. There is time for this to be done. But it's if he's got the gas to see it through.
He does not want an exhausted, heavy Chadburn on top of him for the rest of the round.
No, that's exactly right. He has to win this fight. He can't just win this round. He has to finish. And
he's working towards Mount now.
Chadburn's kind of struggling to offer much off his back at the moment. He's just physically exhausted. And Symon looking to get into a dominant position and cause him all sorts of problems.
He's looking for side mount.
He's got that side mount now. His hips are quite high, but it's because he's looking to create some room to strike. As you can see now, shots coming over the top. Chadburn's not even moving his hips at this moment in time. Trying to turn around, but I don't think he's got enough in him to actually finish the takedown. And he's now just been steadily beaten up by Thomas Symon in a reversal of fortunes here.
Now, of course, we don't know what Thomas Simon's ground game is like from a defensive point of view.
No, that's it. He looked good when he was on his back, but we've not seen him on top. So. But crowd 100%, Jay had 100% behind Jay Chadburn at the moment, but cheering for him's one thing, but him having the energy and the explosivity to get out of this position is quite another. There's still a minute left in this round, and with Symon establishing the mount now, if he can create space, this could be...
It's also worth pointing out, Rich, that Symon is directly in front of his cornermen right now.
Yeah, and
he's being coached.
Very good advice, I've no doubt. Chadburn just trying to hang on now, just trying to hang on.
I think it's safe to say Chadburn has nothing left at this point. But can Symon do enough to put him away? Because if it goes to the judges, who knows how it's going to turn out.
That's exactly right. It's a very dominant round for Thomas Symon right now.
And he is reversed. Chadburn back on top.
That may be just enough for him to win this belt.
Unless Symon can throw up a Hail Mary sub of some description, but I think it's too short time even for that.
With 10 seconds to go, he's gonna struggle. Probably winning that round, but I think it might be just too late. And that's the end of the fight. What a fight.
What a fantastic fight, Rich. That's the middleweight title there. It's going to be in the hands of one of these gentlemen. And richly deserved, because both men left everything in the cage tonight. Bloodied, battered, but not beaten.
Tremendous main event. Both guys came. Back and forth battle there at the end as well. That second round was all Chadburn just teeing off and doing what he wanted, basically. That first round, Symon almost finished. And then now in this third round, reversal of fortunes, Thomas Symon dominates that round with some serious positional control, good striking, but not enough to actually finish the fight.
I think on the feet they were so well matched, but in different ways. And when he went to the ground, it was really a case of who had the biggest gas tank and who could get it done.
So just waiting now for the judge's decision.
It's going to be very interesting to see which way, not which way it goes necessarily, but how it goes.
Yeah, I think it's going to go the way the crowd would like it to go, and I think that Jay Chadburn's probably taken that. But Thomas Symon, what a fighter!
And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for these two great warriors. But we need a winner this evening. So we go to our judges. With a unanimous decision scoring 28-29. Red Chair!